Class 5, Subject Science, Chapter number 2, Human Body, the Skeletal System, Part 6. In the last video, we were on mind map, and in that, I had explained you three major bones, that is skull, vertebral column or the backbone, and then rib cage. Today, we will start with the bones in the arms. So again, with the help of questions and answer, I'm going to explain about this bones. Okay, let's start with the bones in arms. In this picture, you can see it is a picture of arm, and here you can see the arm is divided into two parts, the upper arm and the lower arm. From the elbow, the arm is divided into two parts. See, in upper arm, you can see only one bone. What is the name of that bone? Humerus. And in lower arm, how many bones you can see? There are two bones. And what are these? These are radius and ulna. Okay. So in upper arm, one bone is there. The name of that bone is humerus. And in lower arm, two bones are there. Radius and ulna. How many bones are there in our hands and wrist? So for this, the answer is our hand and the wrist consist of 54 bones. Understood? So 54 bones are there in our in our wrist and hand. So what is the function of this arm? They help us to perform different activities like writing, holding things, eating. Am I clear, everyone? Now, the bones in legs. Legs are also divided into two parts, the upper leg and the lower leg. You can see here in upper leg, one long bone is there. The name of that bone is femur or thigh bone. This is the longest bone in our body. And in lower leg, two bones are there, tibia and fibula. Okay, so like bones in arms, the bones in legs also. The upper leg has one bone, long bone, that is called femur or thigh bone. And lower leg has two bones, tibia and fibula. Is it clear, everyone? So the longest bone in our body is femur or thigh bone. Like that, in our body, the smallest bone, what is the smallest bone in our body? It is not related to our leg. Okay? The smallest bone in our body is present in the middle ear. That is called steps or stirrup. What? It is called steps or stirrup. Okay, back to the legs. So now it is clear. The upper leg is having only one bone, femur, and the lower leg has two bones, tibia and fibula. What is the function of these bones which is present in our legs? Legs help us to perform different activities like walking, jumping, standing, running, understanding, and for all these activities, these bones helps us. So it is very important. Now the last major kind of bone, that is girdle. There are two pairs of girdles present in our body. What are those? Pectoral girdles and pelvis girdle. Okay. So we'll start with pectoral girdle. What is the different part of pectoral girdle? The pectoral girdle is consist of shoulder blade and collar bone. Here scapula, you can see scapula, that is actually one more name is there for this, that is shoulder blade. Scapula and shoulder blade, these two are same. And clavicle means collar bone. So the pectoral girdle is made up of two bones, shoulder blade and collar bone. Which part of our body is attached to this bone? Okay, you can see in this picture the upper arm is attached to the pectoral girdle. Pectoral girdle help to connect our arm to the body. So it is very important for our body and its movement. The next is pelvic girdle. Do you know where it is present? It is present between our belly and the legs. What is the function of this pelvic girdle? It supports upper part of our body while sitting or standing. Clear? Everyone clear? In the mind map, the second is given of joints. Okay, so we know there are two kinds of joints are present in our body: immovable and movable. So immovable, we have seen in skull, the lower jaw is immovable. Now here we will discuss about the four different kinds of movable joint. These are the hinge joint, ball and socket joint, pivot joint and gliding joint. Let's start with the ball and socket joint. This ball and socket joint allow movement in all the direction. In this type of joint, two bones are there. You can see here two bones are there, and in this one round ball like end of a ball fits into the another cup like cavity. Thus the name is given ball and socket joint. It is found in our shoulder and hips. The second type of joint is hinge joint. It allows movement in only one direction, just like the hinges of the door. Okay, you can see this doors can open in only one direction. Like that, these joints are present in our elbow and knee, and it allows the movement only in one direction. The third type of movable joint is pivot joint. It allows movement of the head upward, downward and sideways. It is found between the skull and the first two vertebrae. And the fourth type of joint is gliding joint. It allows the movement of the bone like it glides over each other. It allows the bones to glide over each other. So that's why the name is given gliding joint. It is found in the wrist, ankle and between the vertebra in the backbone. That's why we can bend. Okay. So these are the four types of movable joint. Now next type is in the mind map. The third is given of muscles. Okay. So it is about muscles. So we know there are three types of muscles present in our body: striped muscles or voluntary muscle, smooth muscles or involuntary muscle, and the third type is cardiac muscle. Voluntary muscle is also known as striped muscle. It helps in our movement. It is in our control. Okay, we can control these muscles. It is found in our arms, legs and face. This kind of muscle help us while walking, dancing, jumping, writing, smiling and frowning. The second type of muscles are involuntary or the smooth muscles. These muscles are not under our control. They are present in our internal organs like stomach, intestine, urinary bladder, etc. They are present in the internal organs. So internal organs are made up of this involuntary muscles and they are not in our control. We can't control them. And the third type of muscle, that is cardiac muscles. Our heart is made up of cardiac muscles. Okay, they are not attached to any bones. They are also not in our control. It works throughout our life without stopping to pump the blood, and so that's why it is very important. So this is all about the mind map. So mind map, that part is over. Now we'll come on the exercise part. On page number 29, the exercise part is there. We'll start with that. The very first question is, choose the correct answer for each of the following. In that, A, a newborn baby has dash bones than an adult. And three options are more, less and bigger. An adult have 206 bones while a child has more than 300 bones present in the body. They are smaller than adult's bone. Okay, so a newborn baby has more bones than an adult. Understanding the bones are smaller. In newborn babies, the bones are smaller, but the numbers are greater. The newborn baby has near about or more than 300 bones, but the adult body has 206 bones. So the answer is a newborn baby has more bones than an adult. The babies, when they grow, the bones fuse together, okay, and in the end it becomes 206 bones. B. We can control dash muscles when we want. So three options are given: voluntary, involuntary and cardiac. Already we have studied about it, that we can control the voluntary muscles. Involuntary and cardiac muscles, they are present in the internal organs, so we can't control them. They are not in our control. We can control the voluntary muscles, like when we write or walking, talking, jumping, laughing. All these activities are done with the help of this voluntary muscles, and these activities are in our control. Okay, so that's why the answer is voluntary muscles. We can control the voluntary muscles when we want. See, if I don't want to walk, so it is in my control. Nobody can control that. Okay, so voluntary muscles are in our control. C. Dash joint is found between the skull and vertebra. So which joint is present in between the skull and vertebra? Pivot joint. Hinge joint are present in our elbow and knee and fingers. Gliding joints are present in between the wrist and ankle. The answer is pivot joint. Pivot joint is found between the skull and the vertebra. D. Humerus is a bone found in the dash. The answer is upper arm. Upper arm has only one bone, that is called humerus. The lower arm has two bones, radius and ulna. And the thigh bone is present on the legs and not on arms. It is the longest bone of our body. So the correct answer is upper arm. Humerus is a bone found in the upper arm and not in lower arm and not in thigh. So correct answer is upper arm. E. The rib cage is made up of dash bones. Three options are given: 12, 24 and 33. The rib cage is made up of 12 pairs, not only 12. Okay, so 12 pairs means 24. So the correct answer is the rib cage is made up of 24 bones, and these bones are called ribs. The rib cage protect our heart and lungs. Everybody clear? So the first one is, a newborn baby has more bones than an adult. We can control voluntary muscles when we want. Pivot joint is found between the skull and the vertebra. Humerus is a bone found in the upper arm. The rib cage is made up of 24 bones. So today we have learned about the two remaining major types of bones, that is the bone in arms and legs, and about the pectoral and pelvic girdle. We have also learned about the movable types of joints, and we have learned about the muscles, three types of muscles. And we have done the first question of the exercise, that is choose the correct option for the following. You don't have to do this choose the correct option in your notebook. In the textbook itself you have to mark the answer. In the next video we will start with name the following. Till then you have to read the chapter. You can find the answers as well. In next video when I'll give the answer, you can check your answer. Till then, Be safe, be healthy. Thank you.